Sweet. All right, we're live. All right, so that's my squad. See how I did this week. John Wilbur, what's up? Wilbur John. So this is how I did this week. I guess I'll just start off by saying Trent Alexander-Arnold getting a -1 is exactly how my FPL first 4 game weeks have started. I couldn't have asked for a crazier start. Woo! I might be echoing a little bit too in it. But yeah, so this is how my squad did. I mean, what a wild start to the season. Grealish scored more points than like Salah, Sterling, KDB, and Aubameyang combined probably. I haven't done the math on that, but he's up to like 25 before bonus, something like that. 22 before bonus. Liverpool getting blasted 7-2. This is the craziest start to an FPL season well, it's only my sophomore season, but the point is that this has been incredible. So right now I'm sitting at 45 points. I got Saka coming off the bench, who will probably get a bonus as well, so you get up to 8. I'll end up with 53 points, which I can't ask for a better game week 4, I guess. I did take a -4 as well. Thank you to all for helping me out. Transfer Grealish out. Oh, no. I can understand why. I mean, you're going up. He was going up against Liverpool. You can't expect him to do too much against Liverpool, you know? But that is rough. Transfer Grealish out this week for Rashford. You know, I think a common theme we're going to see this week is people transferring out Grealish and transferring out Son. Or at least transferring out Son. They both went off, man. But that one hurts. Grealish out for Rashford. What are your plans for Rashford here on out? Are you going to go back and switch them out? Or are you going to have faith in Manchester and kind of hope that they figure things out and move forward well? Because right now, yeah, Grealish, that's rough. Grealish looks good. Grealish looks really good to start the season. I think Villa, Emi Martinez, by the way, almost seems like an X factor. Like like last season when he started for Arsenal near the end of the season, they looked a lot better. And it seems that he's having the same effect on Aston Villa, because Aston Villa looked pretty good. If we go over the last few game weeks, I'll do so right now. They obviously beating Liverpool 7-2 is huge. Who they beat? They beat Fulham. I mean, 3-0. It's still a win. And where they go? They beat Sheffield United game week 1 for them. So they got 9 points to start the season. Aston Villa look pretty good, and if you're going to go for Grealish, I think that's a great option at $7 million. But yeah. Let's put my water right here. I don't know why I'm dropping it to the ground. Yeah, what a crazy start. Most disappointing start to a season. I feel you. I thought last season was going to be my worst ever. But, oh, jeez. Liverpool 7-2. It should have been more. I mean, there were a few deflection goals that were a little lucky to go in. So, I mean, there is that. But they just looked like they weren't trying. And I don't want to just say it was just because Mane wasn't playing or Alisson wasn't playing, because I want to give Aston Villa their credit. Aston Villa came out and they balled. They were not scared to face Liverpool. And man, 7-2. Huge. Let's see. Gonna keep Rashford. Might get Grealish back for KDB and invest the money somewhere else. Whoa, Grealish for KDB. Interesting. What's up, Mr. Enigma? Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'm kind of curious on what I want to do right now. There are a lot of good players, and honestly, right now, almost all the I don't want to say budget picks, but there are a lot of great players that are not. Actually, I'll pull it up right now. We'll sort it by all total points. Yeah, total points. There we go. I mean, let's see. Son is the highest scoring player in the Prem right now in FPL. Yeah, Son's the highest scoring player. Grealish has more than Mane, has more than KDB. Mane has more than Aubameyang. Of course, he got 21 of those today, but he still scored last week against Fulham. And we look at Grealish's upcoming fixtures. Leicester. I mean, if he scores 2 and gets 3 assists against Liverpool, I'm not too worried about him facing Leicester. Oh, my microphone's in the way. Today I am rocking the Dutch unis today. Pup. think that's how you say it. Yeah, shout out to that prime Holland team from what 2010 World Cup, 20 something like that, 2012, whatever it was. Yeah, they were awesome to watch, man. So I got a jersey back then, and my brother, well, I guess no, my grandma was Dutch. She grew up in the Netherlands. So shout out to anyone watching from Holland right now. Yeah, Leeds. So look at that money tree. So Grealish isn't a bad option to bring in at 7 mil. Man, what a start. Keep Rashford, get Grealish. Yeah. I mean, if you invested money somewhere else, you could probably pick up Son, who looks. Dude, we'll get into that in a little bit because that's Jose played us all. But wow, Man United aren't the Man United after lockdown. Yeah, I don't know what we're seeing. Again, I want to ask: is there any are there any United fans out here? I kind of want to talk about what's happening with them because last season. It was the triple up on United was the thing to do. It was, I mean, you get Bruno, you could pick any of your choices of their attacking players, and even their defense were great buys. But right now, I just stay away. I'm not going to touch any United players for quite some time. And I'm also, if there are any United fans, I want to know what they're doing with Cavani potentially coming in. If Cavani comes in, is Martial going to slide to the right and Greenwood not going to play much anymore? It's going to be an interesting couple of game weeks here for United, see if they can figure things out. And it went. Gonna consistently have to do that for anyone who's new watching. My camera only lasts like 15 minutes, and I gotta reset it. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, United have to figure things out. How many points are you for this game week? Ooh, I had a pretty good game week. I had 45 before my sub came in because obviously Vinagre didn't play, so Saka's coming in. Saka scored a goal. And I couldn't be happier. Saka came away with 7. He'll probably get a bonus if I'm not mistaken. I'll go ahead and look at that. Saka will get a bonus point most likely, and he'll end up 8. So my game week 4 total will be about 53. So 53 points. I'm not too upset about that at all. Very happy about that. I'm gonna remove Trent because defenders nowadays are scored so easily. Yeah. If you're looking at getting a player because of a clean sheet, I don't think that's the case to do. So that's why I'm gonna build my squad all around fullbacks. I mean, geez, Trent Alexander-Arnold with a -1. How rough is that? He's sitting at 14 points through 4 weeks, averaging less than 4 points a match. A little rough for him to start, but I mean, he does score. I mean, he does get a lot of assists and stuff, but honestly, watching the matches, Robertson is the more of a threat as far as from what I've seen. So I might go Robertson if I was on Wildcard and save that 0.5. But who would you invest in if you're dropping Trent Alexander-Arnold? I'm not against that at all, but I'm just curious. I got a lot of adrenaline in my body telling me to bring in Grealish. Wait till tomorrow. I don't think Grealish is due a price rise, so you can hold off on that knee-jerk reaction and kind of hold off on Grealish. I don't know what I'm saying, but because I want to bring in Grealish too. Also, Harvey Barnes. Oh, that was such a rough way to lose a goal. He got a goal in like the 93rd minute. I woke up at 4:30 to watch the match, and to stay up all that time to watch the match, and then finally in the 93rd minute to have my boy score, and then have it taken away was about as FPL 2020 as I could think of. As a United fan, let's see. I think I'm going to move forward a little bit. Bruno was even removed at halftime. Yeah, was that an injury thing or was that them kind of conceding at that point? Anyone know about Bruno? Cavani won't play and Tellers will start over Shaw. Or Tellers. Yeah, Tellers. I'll pull up the stats on Tellers real quick. I wanted Tellers as soon as I heard about him, but it looks like a lot of his goals were penalties, but even then I'm not too... I still think he'd be a good buy, but I need to do more research on him. You don't think Cavani will play? Cavani to me is probably one of the more underrated players of the past 5-6 years. Not saying he's the best striker in the world, but I think Cavani is not bad. But again, I'm not a United fan, so I don't really know. Let's see. Last season he scored. This is Alex Telles, by the way. Apparently he just got signed to United. Last season he got 11 goals, 9 assists. 8 of those goals were penalties. But even if you take away those penalties, because Bruno will be on those, he's still getting an assist every 3 games. That's not bad. I'm very interested to see what he does from here. Let's see. It's so appealing now to remove Trent and release cash to upgrade in the midfield. Maybe Grealish, Rodriguez. Yeah, I agree with you. I may hit the wild card this week, and if I do, I think saving 2 mil and because I would be able to go back to my squad real quick. If I was able to drop Trent, I could upgrade Harvey Barnes to. Actually, if I drop Trent, save 2 mil. Let's just play around with it real quick. See what we could do, because it is super tempting. I don't want to make the same mistake I made last year, but if I should I go through a wild card thing? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go through a wild card right now, but if I who should I bring in? Should I bring in just Sice right now, just for the sake of it? 5 million. I would have 8 mil to spend. Yeah, I mean that's tempting. That's tempting. Even if I went to Castagna. If I went to Castagna, I would still have enough to bring in Grealish. Ooh. You know what? 26. Yeah, that's I'm not that Trent Alexander-Arnold debate's going to be a tough one for me, especially over the international break. I have 2 weeks to think about it now. So appealing. Jorginho is a great option. You know what's funny is me and my buddy were talking about this. Me and my buddies were talking about this earlier because he had Jorginho in his lineup. And I wasn't sure how much playing time he was going to get, but look at that. He's scored more points than Aubameyang so far. I mean, obviously, 3 of them have been penalties, but penalties might be the way to go. Only 5.1. I could drop Saka down for Jorginho, save a little extra cash. That's crazy. I never thought that Jorginho would be someone I'd want to bring into my squad. Man United defense is trash, quote unquote. Wilbur John. Did you see, was it Harry Maguire that tackled somebody for that Ndombele goal? United they have a lot of things to work on. And I want to see, I'm really curious to see what Telles can bring to the squad and kind of see if they can fix some holes. But honestly, until they get another center back, that defense is going to be a little rough for me. Defense is going to be a little rough for me. What's up, Eric Castillo? Yeah, man, what a week. I know we were talking about it right before the deadline, but it would have been nice if I would have switched out the KDB captain for Mo Salah. That would have been, but it is what it is. Yeah, what a crazy week. If we go through them all, let's see. Oh, that was last week. Chelsea scoring 4 goals against Crystal Palace and Timo Werner not getting any. I mean, honestly, did anyone here think that Ben Chilwell was going to score before Timo Werner does? Incredible. Leeds tied with City. Another crazy match. Leicester, who looked phenomenal. They beat City 5-2 last week. Lose to West Ham. Shout out Antonio, by the way. Antonio's only like 6.3 mil. I'm going to go to Antonio right now. This has been the wildest start to a season I've ever seen. And Liverpool getting destroyed 7-2 just tops it all off is how mental it really is. Look at that. Antonio come week 8 at Sheffield I'm not worried about that Sheffield game if I was an owner, but look at that. 6.3 mil for this guy who's already scored 2 goals against incredibly hard or a really tough run of fixtures. After that Liverpool match, man, Antonio could be the one to get. Mr. Don, how do you rate Run the Jewels? Yeah, I've been listening to La La La. How's that? What is the song called? Is that what it's called? Run the Jewels is good. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but if it's playing, I rock with it. I don't know if I go out of my way too much to listen to them, but their last album I liked. I thought it was a really good album. Already brought Chilwell for Castagna. Real G's moving silence like Castagna. That might be a rough one for me. Only because I like Castagna, but Benjamin Chilwell. I mean, let's look at Southampton United, Burnley don't look good. Sheffield can't score. Newcastle, other than the hat trick. Didn't Wilson get a hat trick this weekend? Crazy! I love Premier League. This is why it's so exciting to me. Yeah, Chilwell's a good option. I mean, at the end of the day, I think they're both great options, Castagna and Chilwell. If you're making that move, I'm sure the rest of your team is pretty good. And I'm not against it. A very attacking left back in that Frank Lampard system. Not bad. You could get Sonaldo on a wild card. Yeah, should I go through if I did a wild card real quick? Because I'm definitely thinking about doing a wild card. I would get rid of Werner, Vinagre, and right off the bat, don't even have to think about it. I could bring in Son. Let's see if I do bring in Son, one of my favorite players in the Premier League. If I bring in Son, I'd have 10.6 mil left. Obviously, I think I'd want Calvert-Lewin. I'd have 3 mil. Can I penny pinch my way around that? Can you guys see that? Matt Ryan would be gone. Matt Ryan I would change out for... Sorry if this screen is a little tough. I'm just going through a quick wild card real quick. Let's see. I'd bring in Martinez, just top of my brain. Martinez. Then I'd go to Brighton. I'd bring in Lamptey. And I would need to lose 1.8. I'd bring out Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I'd bring in... Just off the top of my brain, let me know what you guys think about this. 5.7, that's how much I have left in the bank. And... Do I bring in Castagna? Or... Let's do Castagna for now. I could do Chilwell. Actually, let me just do Chilwell. What do you guys think of this squad? Sub out Son for Lamptey. That would be my wildcard squad right off the top of my bat. Camera went off. I don't know. What do you guys think about that squad? Any better, or should I just leave it alone? I don't know. That's tough. Sonaldo looks good. With VAR and the new handball rule, you can expect a lot of penalties. Any penalty taker is gold right now. Yeah, Bruno scoring in the first minute was about as penalty driven as you could see. Yeah, Bruno looks like a great buy. Jorginho looks good as far as penalties go. Mo Salah ain't going nowhere. He should have had that. I don't know how they didn't call a penalty at that, a 30th minute where he got tackled in the box. I thought that should have been a penalty. But yeah, VAR is really, really affording these penalties. KDB was playing deep. That is definitely a concern for me as a KDB owner. I wish I had the formation on me right now. Because Foden, first off, Foden doesn't look as good as I thought he was going to look so far this season. And because of Foden, in my opinion, I think it made KDB drop so deep. So whenever they're running on these transitions, because the game kind of opened up a lot for a while, and KDB was nowhere to be found because he was so far back. And then you got Sterling and Mahrez running. KDB ain't catching up to that. So that, as a center defensive mid, that scares me. Also, without Aguero and Jesus, that also scares me. So there are two big red flags for De Bruyne right now. And I'm definitely going to have to look into that in this international break. And I'm hoping that Jesus or Aguero can come back soon and really, really help out. Also, that free kick that he caught the keeper sleeping and he tried to put away, hit post. Sucio. Nasty. How many goals have Chelsea scored this season? 15? And Werner hasn't got a single one of them. Yeah, that's... I went to the beach on Saturday morning. I got out of the ocean, and it was 4-0. And I was like, that's it. Werner finally got his goal. And then I saw it was Chilwell, I think Zuma, and 2 penalties. I even heard there's a little bit of controversy between Werner trying to take a penalty and Lampard saying no. I haven't looked into it too much. I try to stay away from all that, but yeah, Werner is real struggle. I want to drop him as soon as I can. The only way I can drop him right now is if I wildcard or I take a -4. Because Vinagre has to leave my squad. He's gone. He's not in the Prem anymore, and I need a replacement for him right now, right here, right now. So he's got to go. I just can't take another -4, you know. Let's see. Yeah, that's rough. Brought in Chilwell for Reece James and Son for Foden. I like both of those. Foden to me hasn't looked as good as I thought he was gonna look, and Reece James got. Yeah, I like Chilwell a lot. Chilwell's more nailed on. I like those a lot. And Son might score 200 points at the way he's playing right now. Also, whoever his physio is incredible. He went from like a 25% chance playing to balling out and looking as fast as ever. I think I can hold the wild card. Yeah, this week was really encouraging. The only problem with me playing a wild card is there's only like 2 players I need to remove. I like my midfield a lot. I like my back line with Walker Peters, Trent, Taylor-ish maybe, but Werner's really the one that Werner, Saka, and Vinagre probably are the ones that need to go. Saka scoring today might help me out a little bit and keep him for a little longer. So Vinagre is number one, got to go, and then Werner after that. But it's tough, man. I don't want to use a wild card for just two players essentially. Did you bring us in? You're about to laugh, my friend. Took out Son for Barnes during the week when Jose said he would be fit. That's tough. You're not alone, Eric Castillo. A lot of people, including myself, I saw that when they released the news about Son and how they're talking about it, I thought no way he's going to be back before international break. They're not going to risk it. He's not healthy. And then Jose said, no, thank you, I'm playing him. That's rough. It was Abraham who tried to take the penalty, but Azpilicueta said no. Oh, okay. Azpilicueta, man. How'd he look? I didn't get a chance to watch the game. Like I said, I was at the beach, so I didn't get to see how Werner looked. I think he only took one shot. Frustrating, man. Just so Mourinho played with all those of the Sun dudes. Mourinho knows how to play his opponents, but bad for his FPL news. Yeah, Mourinho is a mastermind at tricking everybody. Oh, man. He got us all. I was convinced that Son wasn't going to play. He knew that he would have an advantage if United thought that he wasn't going to play. But, man, Son looks good. Even Harry Kane. Can we give a quick shout-out to Harry Kane? Because Harry Kane looks pretty good himself. I think Harry Kane, I'm just going to pull him up real quick. I'll go to the other website, see how he looks. Go to forwards. Harry Kane. Let's see. Internet's being slow. Son or Rodriguez. Depends on what you would do with the extra 1.4 mil, whatever it is. I like James Rodriguez a lot. I think at 7.7, whatever he is now, 7.8, dude, he is a huge steal. I know a lot of people are talking about assisting the assister, but his career goals and assists are like, I can bring it up here in a second after I talk about Harry Kane. Harry Kane looks great. He's averaging 15, 17, 19 divided by 4. He's averaging like 5 shots per game. He's getting 3 attempted assists per game. This dude looks like the Harry Kane that we are accustomed to. And 10.5 is a pretty good bargain for Harry Kane. I'm going to pull up James Rodriguez because a lot of people are talking about him assisting the assister. And I just don't see it. I think he is a baller, man. He's averaging a goal and assist in his career every 0.9 minutes. That's not assisting the assister. And he's got 80 goals and 83 assists in his career. So he's just as likely to score a goal as he is to get an assist. This guy is the real deal. And at 7.8 mil, man, I'm all in. What are my plans for game week 5? I don't know. I want to bring out Vinagre. That's the first thing that's got to happen. Vinagre's got to go. But at 4.9, unless I drop Saka and take a minus, which I told myself and all you guys I wouldn't do. Let's see. 4.9, I was really curious about getting Dallas from Leeds. I think that's what I might do this week. I want to bring up Dallas real quick. I know I'm kind of toggling through my my screen a lot. Hopefully it doesn't make y'all dizzy. I apologize. Dallas is getting a decent amount of shots off. He started the season off. I can't really take anything against Liverpool too seriously. The Fulham one was interesting, but he doesn't look bad, man. At 4.5 mil, that's where I'm thinking about right now. I could easily change it. I like Tarek Lamptey a lot. I just don't know exactly where I want to go yet. Any suggestions? What would you guys do? There's my squad. Let me know what you guys would do with my squad. It's tough because like I said, the two biggest things I need to do is get rid of Vinagre and get rid of Werner. The patience on Werner has crippled me to this point, and I'm dropping a lot of points because of it. I can't hold him any longer. It's just rough. Kane has become super creative. Last season he looked. There's a word in Spanish for anyone who speaks Spanish. It's called tronco. It's so when you're playing football and you need someone to pass the ball back to, you find a tree and you pass it off the tree and it comes back to you. And that's essentially what a tronco is that as soon as Harry Kane touched the ball, he looked a bit shaky with his first touch last season, in my opinion. And he couldn't really do too much other than just like 1-2 pass. and then he would take a shot, and of course his shots are lethal. But right now he's getting into great positions. His runs look really good. He's assisting. He wants to be the assist leader this season. Kane looks really good. I'm not against. Oh, I'm a big fan of Harry Kane at this moment. The only problem is I don't know if I could squeeze out an extra 1 mil for my squad to bring him in for Werner. If I could, like if I drop Saka, he was a 4.5 playing mid. It doesn't matter for now. I guess I'll just do this. Whoop. Let's just say Romeo. Good goal, by the way. Romeo. At that point, I could get Harry Kane. If I did that. And now we're not in midfielders. That'd be cool. But then I would have to start. Yeah, I can't do that. Never mind. Because then Romeo would have to start, and I don't really like Romeo starting. Dallas is a good pick since he does play out of position at mid sometimes and is having a lot of big chances recently. At that price point, Lamptey or Aston Villa defender may be a good shout. Yeah, the only problem with me getting Lamptey is I have Matt Ryan in goal, and I don't like having a Brighton double up. That's just me personally. But I'm a huge Tarek Lamptey fan. I think he is going to be something special or something really good. He looks phenomenal to start the season. He even looked good last season when he came on near the end. I had him in my squad. I saw a stat that Dallas had like... Oh, camera went off. Take a shot for every time I say that. I saw a stat that Dallas had like the most shots in the box. I don't know. I'd have to look up the stat, but chair's squeaking. I think Dallas might be the way to go for me. Tarek Lamptey, it's strictly the Matt Ryan thing. If I had a wild card, I would switch out Matt Ryan for Emi Martinez, and I would bring in Tarek Lamptey. That would be the perfect scenario because Aston Villa's defense does look good. Emi Martinez looks good. Yeah, but I can't. I don't want to transfer out a keeper and to take an extra -4. But what possible Kane move? With that possible Kane move, you could play 3 at the back or Brewster up front. Yeah, that would be if Brewster plays, I would be okay with that for the time being. But again, Brewster would have to play. Are there any? Well, I guess I could just. Of course, now I'm on forwards again. I can go 4-4-2 and have Dallas back there, bring Kane up, and then have Brewster as the first one off my bench. I kind of like that squad. Again, it's just too many moves. That'd be an 8-point hit. So I'd wild card, but I don't want a wild card for that. But Harry Kane, man, to be honest, if I was going anybody from Spurs though, I would just save the 1.5, 1.4, and bring in Son. See what I can do with that. Get rid of you. Back to Vinagre. Let's put Werner in there for now, even though I know you're going to have to go in Son. Let's see. Yes. 3.2 mil. Bring out Werner. 6.2. I could bring in... There's some options at 6.2 I could bring in. That'd be an interesting shout. Go back to the 4-5 or 3-5-2. I don't mind that. Mr. Don, what position did you play? I spent most of my career as a striker. We varied formations. Every team that I played in changed up formation. So one team would play like a 4-4. Most teams in America played a 4-4-2 when I was growing up. That was like the OP formation to use. And so I was played as a striker of the 4-4-2. Then I got to high school and college, and we played like a 4-5-1. And I was a lone striker. So I was a striker most of my life. And then my last season playing in college, I realized that I was due to injuries. Our coach wanted me to play center back and right back, and at that moment, right back is a position for me. So if I was to play football again, I'd go back to right back. But for the most part, I was a striker for the majority of my life, and it was awesome, man. I loved it. Also, keepers are protected too much. As a striker, I can consistently say that I picked up way too many yellow cards, jumping for the same ball and taking an elbow to the face because the keeper was going for a ball and I got the yellow. But that's just my opinion. That's a story for a different day. Villa look like title contenders. What's the league? What's the league table looking like right now? Are they? They have 9 points, and they've only played 3 games. Are they top? Are they overpowered? Overpowered is OP. I think that's what it means. 4-4-2 is the thing that everybody played. You never found another squad, or you didn't find many squads that played like a 4-3-3. That was unheard of here, growing up at least. Would you take out Trent Alexander-Arnold to upgrade Jimenez to Kane? I don't know. It would like would I bring in? I guess I could look at that. Bring in Kane. Trent, I can bring 6'5". I can even bring in Van Dijk and keep that Liverpool defense covered. That wouldn't be a bad shout. And it would still save me 0.4 and I could spend anywhere else. I could upgrade Vinagre to Tarek Lamptey. It's not a bad shout. Let's see. What happened to Allison? I haven't seen the news on that yet. How long is he going to be out for? Do you think that Allison injury has completely ruined Liverpool's defense? I was about to go for Liverpool double up, but I got glad I held off. Yeah, keepers are obviously very important, but there are a lot of mistakes that Liverpool were doing today that no keeper in the world could have saved him from. Like, yeah, sure, Allison could have had a couple of times where he bailed out his defense, and I don't think he passes the ball to Joe Gomez there, leading to that first goal. So, yeah, I think he would help out a lot, but there were a ton of mistakes that were led by, I think, like Joe Gomez errors, Trent Alexander-Arnold getting caught up. There were a lot of things that Liverpool need to fix. Maybe it was Alisson thing. Maybe he's the talking point behind there, but I think Van Dijk is good enough to lead his team back there. So I don't know if it was Alisson's injury per se, but it definitely hurts, and I definitely am scared of doubling up on Liverpool defense if it was me. Considering how long Alisson's out for. I don't know exactly how long he's out for. Pulisic, Ziyech, or Havertz. I don't think Havertz is the one to go there. I think Pulisic is the safest buy. Can Ziyech come in and play well? Absolutely. He is a quality player. But as we see with Timo Werner right now, everyone 50% of FPL thought that Timo Werner was gonna go crazy the first couple game weeks, and he hasn't scored yet. He doesn't even have an actual assist. He just has an FPL assist. So Ziyech can come in and have the same problem, kind of trying to fit into the FPL. It's not the same as a Dutch league, and I can see him struggling. Pulisic is incredibly dynamic. He's super strong or super electric anytime he touches the ball and decides to go for a run. I think Pulisic out of those four is I don't want to say the no-brainer, but I would for sure go with Captain America on that one. And I'm not just saying that as a huge Captain America fan. Let's see. 9 goals, 4 assists last season in 19 starts. Pretty good, 0.7 goal or assist per 90. Dude, he looks good, man. I like Christian Pulisic. I would say go for him. And he's only 8.3. He's dropped in price twice. I would love to have Pulisic in my squad. In fact, I forgot to mention him when going through my wild card. How did I forget about Captain America himself? Now I'm embarrassed. I gotta go back to my wild card draft and bring in my boy Captain America. Let's see. I think it's advisable to save transfers to late in the game week with potential COVID tests. Yeah. Especially now that there's 2 weeks before the next match happens. I'm scared of the price rises, but because it's 2 weeks before, I think it's today and tomorrow probably are most likely to go up or down in price. And then there's going to be a long list of not much is going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to waste any transfers until I know for sure that people are healthy and ready to go. Oh, you got me fooled, Enigma. I thought you were serious with his broken shoulder. I was about to say, man, I would for sure ditch Liverpool defenders if he was out for the season. Why you gotta play me like that, man? Short term, okay, cool. That's not. We'll wait out. What they really need is Zach Steffen from Man City's backup, USA. They got to bring him in, man. Give him a chance. What's up with Liverpool's backup keepers, by the way? Story for a different day. Salah set to forget captain for the time. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we, Eric? I think I'm almost tempted just to captain Salah every week. Forget about Forget about everything else. He scored 40 points. If I was a captain of him every week this week, I would have 80 captaincy points, 40 extra points. That is tough to do. That's 10 points per week. If you were hitting 10 points per week as your captaincy pick, that is, you'd be averaging 380 times 2. You'd have 740 points by the end of the season. 760 points, excuse me. So captaining Salah, as just set and forget, might be the best way to do it. Oh, let's look at his squad or his week next week. Ooh, check that. Saturday morning game against the best team in the world, Everton. Maybe not so much this week. Maybe next week. I'm going to have to think about that one. But then City have Arsenal. That's tough. Oh, I haven't even looked at the captaincy picks yet. I don't know who to pick. This is a tough one. Arsenal plays City. If you have any Spurs, West Ham look good. West Ham held Leicester to no goals. They held a clean sheet. West Ham had back-to-back clean sheets against Wolverhampton and Leicester. So I'm not going to say that Spurs match is incredibly easy to say, hey, captain any Spurs assets. Wolves play Leeds. As we saw, Leeds held City to 1 goal. Arsenal play City. I don't know if I want to bother with either of those. United play Newcastle. I don't even want a United asset at this point. Chelsea, Southampton. I don't know who I'd pick with Chelsea. I don't want to captain Werner. I'm trying to even get rid of him. I don't know who I'd pick for captaincy next week. Oh, man. That's going to be a headache. That's going to be a headache for these next few matches. I'm not going to lie. I don't know who I would captain. You guys see the schedule? I'll zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it. Camera went out. I don't know who I would captain. Yeah, Salah is so reliable, man. He is just week in, week out. He's getting chances by the dozen. I love Mo Salah, man. Especially if Mane will come back, and I wish him a speedy recovery. But I should have, as soon as I realized Mane was out, I probably should have switched it over to him. But yeah, only say captain. Everyone else, man, is so up and down. As far as premium assets go, let me zoom into some premium assets real quick and see how they fared. I'll go by price. Aubameyang, 16 points through 4 game weeks, 4 points per week. Mane was hurt this week. He has 25. Mane would have been a good shout for the first 3 game weeks, of course. Mane and Salah, Mr. Reliables. KDB, he had 1 good game week. I mean, he's still probably reliable himself. Sterling had a good week last week. 16 points, divided by 3, 5 points per game. Bruno Fernandes, he's averaging 7 points per match, even with them struggling. So it's not as obvious as I would want it to be, but there are still some tough captaincy picks coming in this future, man. I don't know who I'm going to go for. Let's see. Saul looks at it. Mr. Don, do you think you could score against a Liverpool defense? No. I can say that with confidence because I am out of my prime. I am. I used to feel like I was fast. I used to think that I was very aggressive. But I would play basketball the other day, and because I played sports for like 26 years. And I have some pretty bad joints. And I was playing basketball the other day. I walked and I dribbled the ball in between my legs while walking. And I was on the ground for 5 minutes thinking I tore my ACL. So I don't think that I'll be able to score against Liverpool is what I'm trying to say. I would love to give it a shot. I mean, I'd definitely get a yellow card for sure. Yellow card or goal, no question. But most likely yellow card, 100% a yellow card. I ain't scoring. 7 deadly sins for Reds today. Tough match, man. Watkins, Grealish, James, Son, Kane, Calvert-Lewin. What a lineup, man. Grealish looks great. Grealish looks phenomenal. Especially now that they brought in Ollie Watkins and he has someone to look for. Jack Grealish is looking like an incredible pick at only 7 mil. I like Grealish a lot, man. James Rodriguez, again, same as him. I've talked about him a lot on the stream, a lot in all my videos. I think that out of everyone on my team, Salah and James Rodriguez are the 2 don't go anywhere. You're for sure staying for the whole season. Let's see. Son looks great. Kane looks great. DCL is consistently scoring week in and week out. Those are some, if I was wildcarding, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 5 guys I would look at, no question. No question I would look at those guys in my squad. West Ham are playing super well. I agree. West Ham look incredible. I activated my wild card. Can you suggest players who rose? Wild card. Can you suggest players who will rise to 0.2 mil this week? Grealish, Harry Kane, maybe. Grealish is probably go up at least 0.1. I don't know. Can we go to transfers out and real quick? Transfers in real quick. Transfers in round. Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell probably go up in price. Dude, Son's a roller coaster right now. Hamas might go up again. I would say DCL is going to hit 8 mil before Christmas break. Yeah, those are the ones I would say the most. Check out FPL status. Is that what it is? FPL status to see what everyone's rises. That'd be my opinion to do. I don't know, but also wildcard you can change in and change out. So I don't know. Let's see. When in doubt, captaincy stays on Salah. I hope that helped. When in doubt, boys, captain on Salah. I completely agree, man. I'll do that real quick. Perhaps the greatest FPL player ever in terms of consistency. 3 seasons of 200-plus points, and he's well on his way to get another season of 200-plus points. The Egyptian king, man, love the guy. Fernandez for a shout. Not against that at all. He's on penalties. United get a lot of penalties. And if they do have things click, he is a 10.5 is a great buy. But again, he'd be the only person I would bring in from United right now. Don in chat. Someone in my mini league triple captain Mane this week. Did he lose a bet? Is that what it was? Did he have one of those like this status 1,000 times and I'll triple captain Mane? Who do you have as his who do you have as his vice captain? Who do you have as his vice captain? Vinagre? Crazy. Shout out American Stock FPL one time. Also give them a follow or check out their stuff. 15 years in the game in FPL if I remember right from their video the other week. Crazy week. Liverpool. Yeah, shocking to say the least. If they were to give up, because they usually give up like what 1.5 goals per game on a season, and they give up 7 to Villa. Yeah, incredible. Jimenez is disappointing. I didn't get a chance to see the match today. Did he not look good? Let me see how he did as far as stats wise goes. Jimenez, come on, update, baby. Update. He had 3 shots, but yeah, against Fulham, I would expect a lot more from him. That is, yeah. Anyone watch the Wolves match? I didn't see it, so let me know. Crazy week. Yeah, Liverpool played my American Stock play FPL played their wild card. Who are the first few people you're looking at in your wild card? Help. I know there's some other people in this chat who have talked about bringing in starting a wild card, hitting that wild card button. Excuse me. And there are a lot of players on that wild card shortlist I would love to look at. Who takes penalties for Villa? Who does it right now? I don't know. There's a chart somewhere. Anyone know who takes penalties for Villa? Chilwell, possibly. Chilwell looks good. Kane looked good. I'm not against those at all. FPL statistics. Thank you, Eric Castillo. Dunn might rise 4 million. Yeah, Dunn. Of course, if Tarkowski comes back, then Dunn's done. 15 years, 3 times top 40K. If you're looking for someone who is very smart at FPL, knows their stuff, and is consistently posting on YouTube, American Stock FPL are those dudes. I really like their stuff, man. Wolverhampton have been disappointing so far this season. I picked them to get in my top 6. I'm not gonna lie, but right now, man, I don't know what's up with them. They surely having Doherty leave isn't that big of a crutch. Lost to City, going through them week by week. Beat Sheffield, but Sheffield don't look as good. Lost to City, lost to West Ham, and beat Fulham by 1. Tough, man. Tough. Probably Grealish, I think. Yeah, I love Grealish, man. I love Grealish. I had him for a long time last season. This dude can play. And I love the fact that he stayed with Villa. I love that. Trying to show some loyalty to that club. And right now, Villa look great, man. They look great. Is Grealish on pens? I thought he wasn't on them this season. But I haven't had one yet, huh? If Grealish is on pens, I'm wild card bringing Grealish. Might be whoa. Wesley, El Ghazi, Grealish, pen takers. There we go. Eric Castillo, Wesley, El Ghazi, and Grealish. on pens per fantasy football scout. Third on the pecking order. I think Wildcard is the way to go. I'm super considering a Wildcard. But like I said earlier in the stream, I only have like 2 guys I really want to get rid of. Like Vinagre and Werner need to go. But other than that, I'm not too worried about. There would just be obviously some things I would like to fix, like bringing in DCL, probably Chilwell, Jack Grealish, as I talked about. There are a lot of players. Christian Pulisic, of course. There are a lot of players I want to bring in, but a wild card for only 2 players right now is hard for me to do. But I'm considering it, to say the least. And of course, my bench, I have Saka, who did score today, but he is a rotation risk, and he's 5.3 mil, so I don't know if I can afford to have a rotation risk for that much money on my bench. Actually, I'm out, unfortunately. Thanks for the shout-out. Enjoy your materials. Well, hey, thanks, American Soccer FPL. I finally moved so we can try to link up. Where do you live again? What part of America are you in? What state? I would love to do like a podcast with you guys. Love to pick your guys' brain on FPL. That'd be fun for me. I would love that. I would have wished my wild card before international break. That's true. If I had my ideal way, I would wait a couple more game weeks just so I could see things really solidify, to see if Aston Villa really are that squad. And I really am curious to see what Gareth Bale does when he comes back after international break. Because Gareth Bale, I mean, we all know how talented Gareth Bale is, but I want to see what he could do for his return for Tottenham. If he comes back and he looks like the Gareth Bale, or even like a shadow of what he used to be for Tottenham or Real Madrid, then at 9.5 mil, he is a bargain. At 9.5 mil, Gareth Bale would be a bargain. So I might hold my wild card just strictly to see how Gareth Bale and Christian Pulisic do come these next few game weeks. Take a 4-point hit. Thank you, Evan Hall. Evan Hall is helping me out. I don't mean that sarcastically. I love taking hits, man. The adrenaline rush, saving a wild card, it's a win-win for me. It's a 4-point hit. I could do so, but the only problem is if I took a 4-point hit, it would only be to drop. I would be dropping like Werner to, I don't know, let's say DCL, or DCL is probably the number 1 on my list, and then Vinagre to another defender. So I don't know if that'd be worth it than just bringing in another cheap defender for Vinagre. But I could take a -4. If Pulisic is traveling to Americas, I might wait on him. Partners in Michigan from New York to Ohio. Ooh, New York, Michigan and Ohio. So we got some Midwest in this chat, because Eric Castillo's from Indiana. You got some Midwest out here, man. Pulisic when's the Gold Cup game, by the way? When does Gold Cup start? I think I saw the list for that, and are we in Canada's group? I have to go look at that. Anyway, different story, different day. I can't wait for international break. I think Werner will go down this week again. Just transferred him out for Kane. Hit early transfer, but they're both changed tonight, I think. Yeah, Kane's going up. Werner, I can't see him staying in much longer. The fact that he's only 9.4 right now is phenomenal, considering he's been transferred out. Over a million people have transferred him out. So the fact that he's only 9.4 right now is unreal. But I hope he can stay off longer, because I really want to hold him for one more game week. I might transfer out Vinagre tonight, because I think Vinagre is going to go down in price. So I might have to, as soon as this video is done, I might have to transfer him out. I know it's early. We still have like 13 games for 13 days before the next game happens. But I might just drop him, man. My squad value is only 100.5 right now. I need to get some more cash in my squad. So Vinagre might have to see the trading block today. Don't knee jerk. Yeah, I'm trying hard not to knee jerk. But the only thing with me transferring out Vinagre right now is that it's not this one wouldn't be a knee jerk reaction. This would be something that has been planned for the last couple game weeks. It's just, who exactly am I bringing in? I talked about it earlier. I might go with Dallas from Leeds. I might go Tarek Lamptey and double up on Brighton with Matt Ryan. But I'm thinking about going Dallas. I'll do a lot more research as soon as the stream ends, but that's probably where I'm thinking about going right now. Also, like your rap taste. Hey, thanks, man. For me, Ready to Die is the best album ever. Whoa. Can we bring that up real quick? Do you guys care if I talk about hip-hop real quick? Let's do that. The Notorious B.I.G. Let me see. I'm just gonna go through his album list. I can't hate you on that being one of the best albums of all time at all. Let's see. Give me the loot. Give me loot. Give me a loot. Give me a loot. I'm a bad boy. Machine Gun Funk is nasty. Warning. Ready to Die. One More Chance. Of course, that one's incredible. Juicy is one of the biggest hip hop songs to ever live. Big Papa, right up there with Juicy, is one of the best hip hop songs of all time. Respect, that nasty Jamaican style song. Suicidal Thoughts, unbelievable. This weed is unbelievable. I can't hate you on that for your best album of all time. You've now gotten even higher, in my opinion, as far as what I think he is. And you're from New York, right? So, of course, you're going to like some East Coast rap. Can't hate you at all. Vinagre going down in price tonight. Yeah. Michael, who do you think I should bring in for Vinagre? Who do you like? Cause I'm probably going to drop him tonight. I like Dallas a lot, but we'll see. Are you making decent ground in overall ranking? I think I jumped up like 800K this week. I'd have to check live FPL net, but I think I went from, because I was in the 4 million club. And if you're listening to the stream, I'm not here to say I'm a genius. I'm here to make people laugh and enjoy FPL. Americans Talk FPL and other FPL channels. If you're on this, shout out yourself, and I'll give you a shout out, of course. But Americans Top FPL are the ones that are going to be geniuses. I'm here to have fun. And because I'm not a genius. No, I went from like 4.8 mil, something like that, to 3.0 this week. Is that what it went to? I'd have to check live FPL ranking, but I made some good ground up today. I'm really happy with what I did. Of course, it's 1 week, and I still want to get to that 900K ranking at some point soon. So we're gonna have to make some pretty good calls here going forward, but I like my squad this week. I did well. Missed my captaincy pick, but it's all right. My defense got me a combined 5 points from 4 players. Let's see. Klopp said Allison will be out for 4 weeks, maybe 6. Ooh. Well, he's got 2 weeks to recover right now for international break. Then after that, let's see who they have for the next few game weeks. Everton. Okay, Everton will score. DCL, welcome to the club. Sheffield don't look good. They've scored 1 goal so far through 3 game weeks. West Ham will score. Man City. Do you think he'll be back for the City match? Because that would be that right around that time. I hope he comes back for the City match, because that would be a fun one to watch. That's probably prime time, huh? Nope, Saturday at 7 in the morning. Sweet. There goes my sleep. City. Oh yeah. Liverpool defense is a tough one for me right now. With Alisson being out 4 to 6 weeks, that double up is not looking as tasty as before. Yeah, it's not looking as good as before, man. Yeah, especially, you're right, Ziyech. I think at 14.5 mil combined, that's tough buy. I'd rather drop down to Castagna or Chilwell and save 2 mil. I've taken a 4-point hit to bring in Grealish and Pulisic for Bruno and Podence. Ooh. That's a tough one. Grealish looks great. I've talked about him a lot. Pulisic, I'm a big fan, obviously, of Pulisic. But for Bruno and Podence, Bruno himself, I can understand maybe getting rid of Podence, even though he did start today, and I do like Podence a lot. But Grealish and Pulisic look good. I mean, we'll see what happens. The season's been wild. You never know what's gonna happen. Nothing wrong with little music chat. Rihanna and Emma Watson shoutouts. Always got to give shoutouts to Rihanna one time. Her Fenty show did really well the other day. Shout out Rihanna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Lamptey, Vinagre. Yeah, the only problem with me going with Lamptey for Vinagre is I have Matt Ryan in goal. And that double up on that Brighton defense, I don't know if I want to hit that. Crystal Palace, I could see West Brom. I guess really the only 2 tough matches would be Aston Villa and Tottenham. Maybe Crystal Palace. But yeah, I could do that. For me right now, it's coming down to Lamptey or Dallas from Leeds. Those are the 2 options that I'm going to boil down this next couple game weeks. Because again, I might not even. I could even drop down to like Mitchell. No. Dallas. I'm thinking about going Dallas, but we'll see. Yeah, if you want to tag Rihanna in this, you can you can tag Rihanna. You know what I mean? Good moves there. I hope Pulisic gets at least 60 minutes from the start now on. I love Pulisic, man. I'll talk about him every stream if I can. As an American, it's so nice to. It's nice to see that 21 years old, 22 years old, whatever Pulisic is, he's probably arguably a top 5 American footballer of all time. Because he just looks so good. Is that premature? Probably, but it is what it is. Yeah, I might go Lamptey. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a 4.7 million pound defender. It's not like clean sheets aren't going to happen for many squads anyway. I'm not worried about bringing in a player who will get a clean sheet per se. And Lamptey is super attacking. He's Brighton's best player. Period. No question. Eric Castillo's plan is taking a -4 for game week 5, bringing in Son and Chilwell for Foden and Reece James. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Hope to hold firm and roll 2 free transfers game week 7. What's 2 free transfers like? I haven't had a 2 free transfers in since last season. Like I'm talking like game week 30 probably. Man, 2 free transfers would be beautiful right now. If I had more strength in my life, that 2 free transfers might happen this week. No. I gotta get rid of Vinagre. Yeah. Next, let me bring up Tariq Lamptey while we're at it. Where is he at? Go to Brighton. Brighton up. Tariq Lamptey. 4.7 mil. He had tightness in his hamstring. We don't know Tariq so well, so we just made sure. Sounds like his injury was just a precautionary thing, so I'm not worried about him not starting next weekend. I mean, he looks good, man. Tariq Lamptey looks good. I'm not against bringing him in at all. I guess other than of course the Brighton double up, but Tariq Lamptey would look good in that squad, innit? He look really good. So that would solve. Who was I telling the other day that like one of the first game weeks I knew one of my biggest problems come game week 1 was Vinagre and Saka. But because I had so many -4s planned, as far as like bringing out Martial. Also, side note, bringing out Martial for Jimenez looks pretty good right now. Instead of bringing out Werner for Jimenez. But I had to bring out like Aubameyang for De Bruyne. Had to bring out Jimenez. Was it Jimenez or Danny Ings? I think, yeah. Had to bring out Danny Ings for Martial. And so I had all these things planned out. And that didn't allow me to bring out Vinagre. And that was one of my biggest mistakes at the beginning of the season, is not allowing myself a strong enough squad or having too many transfers planned out the first couple game weeks. I would have much rather had De Bruyne game week 1 and just take that blank on that first game week and not have to worry about a transfer from there on out. But that's me. Any players on my watch list? Antonio in game week 8 is going to be a no-brainer on my watch list. He is the first name on my watch list. If we bring up Antonio, 6.3 mil, he dropped in price again. 6.3 mil, and he scored against Arsenal and he scored against Leicester. A very tough run of fixtures, but come game week 8, he's got Fulham, Sheffield United, Villa, who look good, United, Leeds, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Brighton. Look at all that green, man. Come game week 8, Antonio is the number 1 player on my watch list. I would love to have him on my squad. 6.3 mil, no question. He's on my watch list. I have Christian Pulisic on my watch list. I have Gareth Bale. I know I'm late to the DCL party, but DCL, Jack Grealish, Chilwell, Castagna. I have a lot of players on my watch list right now. Too many. As far as let's see who else. Those are probably the biggest names I have on my watch list. Yeah, that's who I have on my watch list. I don't know. Who do you guys have on yours? Target. I'm not against having Target in your squad at all. Aston Villa with Emi Martinez look incredible. And Target is a decent shout. Let me check him out. Let's go to Target. 2 clean sheets in 3 matches. Of course, 2 of them were Sheffield and Fulham, but they beat Liverpool 7-2, man. Target's not a bad shout, and at only 4.5 mil, I like that. That may be an option for me to cover some Villa defense. The only problem is, actually, I don't know if I have a problem. I don't know if they hold a clean sheet these next 4 game weeks, but again, clean sheets are so far and few between right now. It's like, Rihanna's never missed. I can't think of it. Yeah, they're so far and few between these clean sheets. I can't really expect them. So having a Villa defense would be good. I love them, man. Let's see. How many points did I get this game week? I'm at 46 right now, but I have Saka coming in off the bench. So I'll end up with 54 points. 54 points on the game week. I don't mind that at all. Especially considering I got 5 points combined for my defense. 54 points, did I do the math right? Quick maths, yeah. Martial got a red card, yeah. That United game was tricky too, because there should have been probably, that one was a bit soft in my opinion. I understand why it was given, but the Bailly challenge where he stepped on the dude's Achilles should have been a red card, or at least looked at. And then the Luke Shaw tackle, where the ball was clearly gone, he slid from behind and took out his ankles. I don't understand how that wasn't a red card either. So Martial probably out of those 3 got the softest red card out of them all. But out until November 7th. Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky. If I would have had Martial on my squad this week, oh man, I would have been pretty mad. Let's see. Antonio may be fixture proof. I think so, man. Antonio could be. I might bring him in sooner than later. Maybe I should put him in my wild card. There's too many good players right now that I'm not. There's a lot of good players right now. How many points did I get this week? Sorry, I already answered that one. Thiago. The only problem with Thiago is I don't know how much he will do in FPL sense, but he will definitely help out this Liverpool squad in general. I'm a big fan of Thiago as a Barcelona fan. I am very upset that we didn't get him. I'm upset that we let him go 8 years ago from La Masia or whatever. I think that's where he came from. Thiago looks phenomenal. He's not going to be a... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be so much a player in FPL sense, but that first game he played in, he came in and looked phenomenal. I mean, right off the bat, he was already making everything look so easy. He made the team look better. As far as his movement with the ball, he knew exactly where to go. And he actually had some pretty daring crosses and through balls that he put in. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if Thiago becomes a decent FPL player at 6 mil. Again, I don't know if I would go for him when Antonio's only 0.3 more. But I like Thiago as a player. Thiago's that dude. Wildcard now. I might do so. There have been a few people in the chat who have said they're wildcarding right now, and I think like how many? I think like a third of FPL players. I would need the for sure stat, or like a quarter of them have already played their wild card. I'm not too sure on that number actually. Don't fact check me on that. Fact check me actually and let me know. But a lot of people have already used their wild card. I'm not against using it right now. Now that we know it's been 4 game weeks, we know who's good, we know who's playing decently well, and there are a lot of players I'd want to get in, especially because price rises are a huge thing over international break. I'm not against that. I'm considering doing it myself, but I'm gonna let myself breathe tonight, and I'll come back tomorrow morning and see what I think again. Aguero and Ings may be sneaky watch list players. I agree. The only problem for me is playing time, honestly. If Aguero was playing and he was 10.5 mil, dude, he would be a 200 point. He would score 200 points and be priced 10.5. A no-brainer to get up top. But Jesus being there, I think Jesus gets a lot of playing time. They might want to see if Jesus with more time becomes the next striker to replace Aguero now that he's getting older, or even use Jesus as an option to sell him out and make some more money if they even need more money. But I'm not against that. That'd be a good. I think we'll see what happens. A lot of time during international break. My Wi-Fi go down. Let me check. My Wi-Fi go down? No, my Wi-Fi didn't go down. Sorry about that. Let's see. So much inconsistency with the VAR checks pens. I agree. A lot of inconsistency. They're still. I know it's still new and they have a lot of things to work out, but they have a lot of things they need to work out. Let's see. Does City Fixtures look pretty good. Yeah, they're fixture proof. Are they actually fixture proof? I don't know. They did not look good against Leeds. Well, the 1-1 game. I have Allison, Ings, Jimenez, and De Bruyne as players I want to get rid of. First things first, Allison's out for 4 to 6 weeks, apparently, from what I'm hearing. So he's got to be the first one to go for you. KDB, who would you get in for KDB? I know you could bring in Son and save 1.5 mil. Ings and Jimenez, that's a tough call, but I see what you're saying. There's a lot of cheaper options where you can save some money and throw out somewhere else as strikers goes. You can get DCL and save about $1 million. You can bring in Antonio and save $2 million. I would like to know, Bobby, who are you bringing in? Who would you bring in for those guys for Ings, Jimenez, and KDB? And would you go cheap for your keeper? Or do you have a backup for Allison? Oh, let's see. I have no wild card. I want to get Son or Kane or Watkins. Watkins looks good. Looked good today. I would like to. I know he was brought in for a good amount of money. They really like him, and Villa looked good. But for me, out of those three, I don't think you can go wrong with those three. I would still like to see Watkins with more time to see if it was. Well, he scored three against Liverpool, so or two. How much was it? 2 or 3? I was setting the stream up. I couldn't finish it all. But Son or Kane, man, those are great watch list players. Aston Villa defender might rotate well with your 3. You need rotation for game week 6, 7, and 10 for KDB and Taylor. Let's see what they got for 6, 7, and 10. Everton. Oh, yeah. Taylor. Yeah, Burnley don't look like the same defense they had last season, huh? They don't look the same. 1 sec. Camera goes out every now and then if you're new. I gotta upgrade me stuff. Yeah, with Dallas, how would Dallas's form? Let's see what if you don't mind, real quick, I'm gonna go bring up Dallas again real quick from Leeds. I want to see what their schedule looks like to see if I can mix and match with them. Let's see, Aston Villa. What do you say? Game weeks 6, 7, and 10. Aston Villa, Leicester, and Everton. That does not. That does not link up well with them. Pretty much the same exact schedule, just different game weeks. So Dallas might not be the call. Who would Tarek Lamptey play? West Brom, Tottenham, and Liverpool. He wouldn't do it either. I might just have to bite the bullet and take a 2-point performance, 1-point performance. You said Aston Villa defender. My bad. Let's bring up Target again. Aston Villa defender, Leeds, Southampton, and West Ham. That could be an option. I could do that. Target in for Vinagre, and kind of play with the schedules a little bit. That's not a bad shout. Recommended to let go of Liverpool defenders as of now, since Alisson will be out for 4 weeks at least. I know a lot of people are talking about it. If I had Van Dijk, I'd probably. The thing with Robertson and Trent is they're still, at least especially for Robertson, is he's getting so high up the pitch. I don't know if I would really be too upset about holding on to him, considering how much touches he's getting in the box, how aggressive he's looking. In fact, when I was watching the game today, I would like to see that actual breakdown, but it looked like the majority of their attack was going down that left flank. And so Robertson to me still looks like a good pick. But again, if you were to drop, with Alisson hurt, if you were to drop Robertson and Trent and bring in like Castagne or Chilwell and save $2 million, and you would still have an attacking left back, I could definitely see that being as a good pick. A -4 can work from time to time. -4s, don't ask me about -4s. I love -4s, and so far this season they have been terrible to me. I checked the what if generator where it would show you how many points you would have scored if you didn't make any moves, and I lost like 31 points due to transfers so far this season, and I haven't even checked for this game week yet. I had Son, so -4s have not been my friend. Who do I get rid of as well of Alisson? I think you said you're lower. Alisson, Walker Peters, Robbo, Castagna, Gabriel, KDB, Salah, Zaha, Ings, Jimenez, DCL. If you drop Alisson and get like Emi Martinez, you could afford to to upgrade. How much is Allison? Is he still 6 mil? He's still 6 mil. Get in Emi Martinez, you'd have 1.4 extra. With that 1.4 extra from Zaha, you'd be able to go to an 8 point something. You could bring in Pulisic for Zaha, if that's what you want to do. I wouldn't be too against that. You can even try to... I don't know. That's probably what I would say. I don't know. Let me think on that one a little bit, and I'll see if I can get back to you in a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? His squad is there. Who would you guys also get rid of for Allison? Bobby Muncie. Hope I said your name right. Who do I get rid of? I've seen a trend of Kane and Son. One game week they're like Ronaldo and Messi. The other game they're like Lingard and Igalo. Yeah, man. With Spurs assets, from what I've seen, is you're gonna have to be very patient with them. Because you're right. There are some game weeks where you're like, dude, these guys are must owns, and then the next 2 game weeks they just look complacent. They look lost on the pitch, and they're almost in a void. For example, the first game week they did not look good at all. Son did not look the part. He looked like under Jose Mourinho with Harry Kane last season, he did not look that good. Game week 1 he looked the same, but then come game week 2, this dude put up 4 goals, and now he's looking like the Premier League best player of the year. So with you're right, with those Spurs assets, it's going to be a patience game with them. Some weeks you'll get 15 points, some weeks you'll get a red card. I'm still salty about that, by the way. If you're new around this channel, last season I dropped Trent Alexander-Arnold. I picked up Son, and Trent scored 24 points in 1 game week, and Son got me a -2 because I captained him that next game week. So, am I still salty about that? All right, let's look. Look at Konsa instead of Target. Okay, let's check him out. Konsa. Whoa. Goal threat. 4.5 mil. Good differential. That might be... Oh. What do you guys think of him? He might be the way to go. I might... Oh. Do you guys see that Aston Villa can keep this up? If so, I might have to do that. Because it was coming... Because my 4.5 mil defender is going to come down to Lamptey, which I would double up with Matt Ryan. And then it would be Dallas with Leeds. But his schedule don't link up with my other defenders, so I can't really swap them in and out. And then Konsa for Aston Villa, their schedules do line up pretty well. And he is a goal threat, so maybe the way to go. I'll check out price rises tomorrow and see if Konsa goes up. If Konsa goes up, actually, I got to get rid of Vinagre now. So I got to make the decision in the next few hours, if I'm being completely honest. Let's see. What's up, bro? What a game week. I took a knee-jerk 20-point hit. Oh! To reshape my team. I call it falling forward for my FPL rookie year. You know what? Will, welcome to the Donatellos, man. 20-point hit. You're more than welcome here, man. 20-point hit. Who did you drop? Who'd you get rid of? And who did you bring in? 20-point knee-jerk? Are you going to hit the wildcard button to save you 20 points? Oh, my goodness. 20 points. You took 6 transfers. Oh, man. Hey, sometimes you got to learn the hard way. Hey, Don, I just found out Emma Watson is a Chelsea fan. No, she's not. Is she really? Is Emma Watson a Chelsea fan? For when you invite her to the channel to talk about FPL football. Is this how I decide what squad I'm with? Oh, no. Emma Watson, a Chelsea supporter. Can anyone fact check that? Is that a real thing? Is Emma Watson really a Chelsea supporter? Because this could be a huge game changer. I might switch my loyalty. If you're new around here as well, I'm trying to get Emma Watson on here because I feel like she plays Fantasy Premier League. Somehow, some way, I feel like she has a squad. And I want to get her to talk about her squad on here. Man, that would be a game changer. Please, someone find that out for me. Didn't she grow up in like Oxford or something? Let's see. Almost went with a hit City 2, settled on a -4. Michael, you did a -4? Oh! I'm not alone. Done a -4. Werner and Adams to Kane and Mopé. Okay, that's good. Mopé has scored more points this season than Aubameyang has. Can you believe that? Let's see. 32 points for Mopé. Mopé has double the amount of points this season than Aubameyang. Aubameyang is on penalties too, by the way, so it's not. Oh, what a wild start to the season. Mopé has double the amount of points as Aubameyang. Son even looked angry or frustrated with Jose when he was benched around the 65th minute. Son looks good. If I could find a way to get him back into my squad, I'm throwing him back in there, man. He's got to enter my midfield. I just don't know. I could drop Werner to DC. I think I could do that. I know I've talked about a lot of changes here, but uh-oh, that worked. I could drop Werner and Harvey Barnes and go DCL and Son. What do you guys think about that? Oh no. You shouldn't have showed me that. -8 incoming. Because I still need to get rid of Vinagre. Oh. Son looks good. If we look at his upcoming fixtures too, West Ham, Burnley, Brighton, West Brom. He could be a captaincy. He could be a captaincy pick this week too. I know we talked about West Ham having back-to-back clean sheets, but everyone else has tough games. He could be a captain this week. I have not used my wild card yet, and I'm super tempted to do it this game week. But for me, it's going to come down to using it this game week and really just changing some things around or waiting until Gareth Bale comes back for Tottenham to see how they do. So I'm still holding off for a little bit, or I would like to hold off for a little bit longer. But we'll see. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow or the next couple days before I truly decide, because we still have 2 weeks before the next match. So I'm gonna try to not knee-jerk reaction, go to bed, wake up refreshed, and see how I feel. Aston Villa is looking solid and only conceded 2 goals against Liverpool. Yeah, man. Aston Villa looked good. They ended last season really well as well, obviously, to escape relegation. They beat Fulham 3-0, and they were why can't I find them? Oh, and they beat Sheffield 1-0. I mean, they've given up 2 goals this season. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe you're right, Michael. Maybe that's who I'll do. Great differential pick too. Oh man, Emma Watson being Chelsea. I guess the only thing that would stop me from becoming a Chelsea fan now is who does Rihanna support? Because I've seen Rihanna at Juventus games, so Rihanna could be a big Premier League fan. And if I see her donning like, I don't know, Oxford United, then I'll be an Oxford fan. Whatever you are, Rihanna, I will be. I'll be there. Honestly, point hits are not as risky if you get it right. That's true, but you got to get it right. But this season is the most predictable we've ever seen. I completely agree. I've already taken some hits, and some of those hits that I've taken, I've already switched them back out. Like I took a hit to bring in Martial, and Martial's already gone from my squad. So that one did not pay off, but it can pay off. I mean, like right now, if I was to take a hit to get rid of Vinagre, I think that wouldn't be the worst call in the world, because Vinagre is obviously gone. It's not terrible. Let's see. Oh, Emma Watson. That's confirmed by Google, Michael, and Eric Castillo that Emma Watson is a Chelsea supporter. So for my next stream, do I get a Chelsea jersey with Emma Watson on the back? That'd be sweet. Oh, no. Oh. Is this how I decide that I'm a Chelsea supporter? Emma Watson supports Chelsea. How about that? Jeez. All right. Well, that maybe I'll think about that more than I think about my FPL squad. I don't see Aston Villa keeping that up. Watch and wait for me. I agree. I mean, it is 3 game weeks. Anyone can get hot over 3 game weeks. Aston Villa still don't have the depth that a lot of other teams have that are doing that well. So they may fall off and not be as good couple of these next few game weeks, or even for the rest of the season. Who started well last season? Was there? I'm trying to think who started well last season that kind of fell off. That's not Leicester, because Leicester still are good. But yeah, I mean, FPL is going with the hot hand though, right? I mean, but I want to play the hot hand. But if I bring in a Villa defender and they don't look good anymore, I'm forcing myself out of a transfer later. But there's a bunch of what ifs. There's too many question marks at the start of the season, so I can't hate that. Yeah, I've seen her at Juve and I believe PSG. I knew I should have worn my PSG jersey. I was gonna rock my PSG jersey today, but I didn't. I've seen her rock the Juve one, and at that moment, I became a huge Juve fan. Oh man, imagine the scenes in Sean the Don's household if I see her in the press box if I see Emma Watson and Rihanna at a Chelsea match together in the press box. Imagine the scenes in my crib, man. I'd be going wild. I'd be running through the streets, waving around a Chelsea flag I just bought. Instantly go to Amazon Prime and order her jersey. Riri supports whoever is winning at that moment. Well, Riri is supporting herself because she's been winning for 15 years. But also she supports LeBron James, and I'm a Laker fan. So far I like what she supports, man. Yeah, Rihanna has no problem with me. I just learned how to play Unforgettable. Story of my life. You know that song? I just learned how to play that on the piano, the intro yesterday. So, I mean, if I'm willing to play a song on hers for the piano, I'm willing to support whatever Premier League team she supports. Good to see. Yeah, thanks everyone for showing for the stream, man. A lot of good input so far. A lot of people showing up. Man, great conversation. I know we have like 2 weeks off, and there's a lot that happened this last game week, a lot to talk about. But man, it's been fun. It's been fun. You guys have been super active. I appreciate all y'all for showing up, man. I don't even mind missing some American football matches right now to do this stream. I would bring in. Oh, missed it. I would bring in Lamptey or Seiss for Vinagre. Seiss, I'm a little under budget for that. I have 0.5 mil in the bank, so I could go higher. I could bring in Lamptey. That I could do that, but I don't have the money. I don't have enough money for Seiss at the moment. I wouldn't blame you if you supported the Blues, since Emma Watson is a fan and they have Captain America. That's true. Captain America and Emma Watson on support the same squad. But Werner's breaking my heart, so I don't know if I could justify that. Yeah, if you see, I might get rid of this Barcelona jersey and just put Chelsea jersey that just says Watson. I don't know what number I would get. 20? 21? I don't know. Harry Potter, 7 episodes, right? Or 7 books. Maybe I'll do that. My game week 4 points, I ended up with 54 points. I got 46, and then I got 8 coming off the bench with Saka, who scored a goal this week. So I'm going to end up with 54 points this game week. So not a bad game week. I'm not too against it, but I mean, anytime you get 50 plus at this moment of time in this crazy start of the game, crazy start of the season, 50 points, I'm not upset about it at all. 54. Predicting anything this year is impossible. If there is anyone in this world who would have predicted that Aston Villa would score 7 against Liverpool, I wouldn't believe it. If you watch, it'd be like, have you seen The Good Place? If you haven't seen The Good Place, there might be some spoilers coming up here in I don't want to say it. There's some spoilers. But if you know what I'm talking about, predicting the 7-2 game line score, yeah, I don't believe. No way. I think I'm just going to have fun and not stress. I agree. Part of me was getting upset watching some of the matches and saying, there's no way that he should be having a hat trick. Now here goes my game week rank. But that's not the way to do it, man. I'm here to have fun. I'm almost here to ignore it. Yeah, you just got to enjoy the Premier League, because how often do you have a time where a team who almost got relegated goes up against one of the best teams in the Premier League over the past X amount of years and beats them 7-2? 7-2? Oh. You got to love the Premier League. That's why the Premier League is the best, because you never know what's going to happen, right? I mean, we look at the scores this week. Everton being at top of the table. Everton are in first place right now. Who would have guessed that after 4 game weeks? City tied at Leeds. City, who spent £300 million on defenders, tied at Leeds. Leicester lose to West Ham after beating 2 last weekend. Spurs beat United 6-1 with a red card. Not even to mention the fact that Son should not have been playing, or we thought that he wasn't going to play. Villa beat the champions 7-2. I mean, this is so much fun to watch, man. It is so unpredictable. I love it. Love what's happening in the Premier League right now. I love me some Riri. Just saying, oh, yeah. DZ-ish, I am right there with you. I love me some Rihanna, man. That Anti-album is probably one of the most underrated albums of all time. And Rihanna is awesome, phenomenal personality. I watched her video of who's that late night talk show host where they went out and played some drinking games, Rihanna and him. Super fun, man. If I remember the name of the talk show host, I would say to look it up. But yeah, man, big Rihanna fan over here. Maybe I'll get like a Emma Watson jersey here and then a Rihanna Juventus jersey here, and that's what I'll go with now. And then of course I gotta have Barcelona somewhere, but I mean, Rihanna takes priority. You think Lakers are gonna sweep? The ship is gonna be great for LeBron's legacy. Yeah, LeBron. A little bit of basketball talk. LeBron James, dude. If the Heat somehow found a way, I'm not saying this as a Laker fan. I guess I am. If the Heat managed a way to steal one game, I'd be shocked. The Lakers right now look. No one in the world can beat them. Anthony Davis is the best player in the world right now, and the second best player is LeBron James. Both on the same squad. LeBron James is about to win He's going to be on 3 different teams who win championships. I don't know if he'll get finals MVP. He has to step it up because right now it's AD's to lose, in my opinion. So he could... But yeah, this could be huge for his legacy, man. I think Lakers are they're unbeatable right now. I'd be shocked if the Heat beat them. Lakers are going to sweep. Bring out your brooms. If I was Charles Barkley, I'd guarantee it. But I'm not Charles Barkley. You play guitar? I don't know how to... Oh, ew. I just started... During quarantine, I started learning how to play the piano and the guitar. So I don't know how to play the guitar too much. But I'm just still trying to mess around with chords on the guitar. I'm working on it, though. Game week 4 points. I don't know if you saw Aziz. I got 54 points. I got Saka coming off the bench with 8 points. So I ended up with 54 points this week. I'll take it after the abysmal week that I had last week. My new team after a 20-point hit. Here we go. Walker Peters, Mings, Dallas. All right, it's a good start so far. Salah, Sterling, James. Ladies love James Rodriguez. Son, love it. Ings, Calvert-Lewin, Jimenez. I love that squad. Period. End of story. No Trent, no Robertson, but that allows you to upgrade to Son. So, hey, I'm a big fan of that squad. That 20-point hit might suck this week, but for the next couple game weeks, I mean, you're set. I don't know if you get rid of any of those players going forward. Emma's got to be number 1, man. Yeah, I can't blame you, man. 85 points. James, you triple captain James? No way. That is brave, my friend. That is brave. Oh. Against Brighton. I mean, phone's on vibrate. There we go. What a daring man. I'm proud of you. Well done. I'm honored to have you in the chat. If you triple captain James, you got 18 points. I mean, if you get 5 points from a triple captain, I'd be happy. But 18, woo, 85 points. How much did what's your game week rank with 85 points? Blimey. I feel like there will be a Vardy party next game week. There can be a Vardy party any week, especially with how many penalties are going around. Vardy could have, I've said it before in the streams, he could have 5 touches the whole game week or the whole match and do nothing for 85 minutes. And in the 86th minute, he comes away with a hat trick. So that's Jamie Vardy for you. He's tried, he's tested. He has been a great striker in this league for 5 years now. So Vardy party could easily happen, and I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like there are 33 managers who triple captain Watkins. They're either they got to be time travelers. No way. I don't even know if I would have picked Watkins before this Liverpool match. Let alone captain him, let alone triple captain. Yeah, this is Back to the Future 3. They have found a sports almanac and they've gone back and triple captain Watkins. That's the only way I believe that, man. Wilson or Watkins? I I'd have to see the schedule for both of them. Let me check. Yeah, I don't know what they're if they were triple captaining Watkins, man. They like I said, they got to be time travelers. Either that or they lost a bet. They might have been on Twitter and been like 1,000 likes and I'll triple captain Watkins, and now they're and then this happened. So those are the only options I could think of. Maybe they lost a bet. I don't know, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Imagine the scenes if you triple captain Watkins and he got that first goal, let alone his second, third. Jeez, man. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Let's just go to St. Maximin real quick. Newcastle's next few matches, because you said Wilson or... Where am I at right now? Sorry, I'm a little behind on the comments. Wilson or Watkins. Great run of fixtures for Newcastle. But I kind of like Watkins a lot, man. Aston Villa are a better team. I have to put that into the universe here. Or I have to put that into my decision. If it was me, I would go with Watkins. Strictly because he has Grealish, who is going to create a lot for him. And Villa look like a solid squad right now. And if you're going to take a punt on anybody, you might even get some price rises out of it. He's only 5.9 now? Oh my, 5.9, yeah. He's got Leicester next. He's got a great run of fixtures himself. So I might be tempted to go Watkins out of those people. Am I taking a -4 hit? As of right now, I am not taking a -4 hit, but I have 14 days to change my mind. And with 14 days staring at my FPL squad, you can guarantee I'll be taking a -4 hit. Somewhere, somehow, I'll find a way. But I like my squad, honestly. Vinagre, I mean, I don't know if I'd take a -4 to bring out Werner. I could do so. I mean, obviously, I want him out of my squad, but for -4, that's a little harsh. I could bring in DCL, and I'd have like 3 million in the bank. 2 million in the bank, sorry. So I have 0.5 right now. But, I don't know. It wasn't James Corden. I think it was Seth Meyers. Seth Meyers. Yeah, Rihanna and Seth Meyers had a little drinking game they did. It was just fun to see Rihanna sit back, have some fun, you know. Desperado, sitting in Monte Carlo. Let's see. If you pour a bottle of milk on your head, I will triple captain Matt Ryan next week. Would you do it right now? Do you want me to do it right now? I don't know if I have. Would you guarantee if I poured a bottle of milk on my head, you would triple captain Matt Ryan? Does it have to be a gallon of milk, or can it be like a cup of milk? How big is this bottle we're talking about? It could be. We can make the stream some fun too, man. Pour a bottle of milk. I would like to. I might do that, my friend. Watkins looks like another trap. Pookie in hiding. That could be the case. At 5.9 mil, you're not really risking that much though. But actually, there are some good players at that price. He could be a trap. For me personally, if I'm going to bring in Watkins, I'm going to give him a few more weeks. Let's see what he did. Let's see his stats for these last few game weeks. Bring up the squad. Watkins. Because he blanked the first 2 game weeks. He's averaging 3.5 shots per game. 1.6 attempted assists. So he's getting in there. He's doing some things. But again, I would like to see a little bit longer with Ollie Watkins to see how he truly looks. If we want to really get deep into his stuff real quick, I'll do that. Ollie Watkins. He had 0.6 goals per 90 in the championship last season, scored 25 goals for Brentford. He gets off, how many shots per 90? 2.7 shots per 90. I'll look more into it later, but it's somebody for me that I'm going to have to wait on as I go by the Ready to Die album. Again, another phenomenal album. I'm probably going to listen to that tonight now that you say that, American Soccer FPL. I hope I answered that question with Wilson or Watkins. Wilson is proven, though, in this league. He is proven. That said, or he's had time in this league to really adjust and whatnot. That said, good amount of goals for Brentford and a Grealish. Yeah, I mean, 25 goals last season. The biggest thing for me is having Grealish. See my oh, gotta charge me laptop real quick. Oh, saying open a lot. Yeah, the biggest thing for me is having Grealish there to create for him. with that in mind, I like that more than Wilson, just because plugging in my laptop. Just because I think Grealish is a better player than anyone on Newcastle, and so I'd probably give the edge to that. But let's see. Thanks, man. I'm absolutely ready for these gains after Matt's fit. Hey, gains for days, man. Ain't never a bad thing with some gains. Hey, I mean, you know what would be crazy, Will, is if you did take that minus 20 hit, and next everyone's saying you should have taken a minus 20, and then come Sunday, you're sitting there and you gain 5 points from it. That would just be the ultimate. Oh, I'm jealous of the adrenaline rush you're gonna have next weekend. Truly jealous. FPL mentioned it on Twitter. I'll have to check out FPL, or I'll have to check out their tweet. Are you serious? Yeah. Dead set I will. Oh, so you're for real? For real? Let's see. I'm a little behind on the comments. I'll try to speed up. Barnes or Grealish? What do you say? I'm still on the Harvey Barnes train. I know that. Well, I'm personally still on the Harvey Barnes train, but I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. If I had, I'm still sticking with Harvey Barnes. I could give me a little bit to think on that. I don't want to. I haven't done enough research for that one. I'm a Harvey Barnes bias because he's in my squad, but I like both players a lot, man. I'm stuttering because I don't know exactly who I would pick from that. Vardy's expected goals outside of pens has been poor. I agree. I think he had like point zero. Was it his hat trick where he had outside of his penalties he had like 0 expected goals, and he got a hat trick? Was that the game? I have to check that out. Barnes has been the most threatening player for Leicester. Period. Barnes is super dynamic. He's consistently getting forward. In my opinion, he is their most dynamic player at the moment. In fact, should I look that up real quick? See what Vardy's expected goals are this season. Oh, camera reset. Boing. Vardy's non-expected penalty goals per 90. Jamie Vardy is 0.09. 0.09 non-expected penalties per 90. Ooh, that's harsh. That's really harsh. He's getting off 0.3 shots per game. Can you see that? 0.34 shots per 90, Jamie Vardy is averaging. That is very rough. If I go back to Harvey Barnes, let's see. I'm sorry I'm so far behind on the comments right now. I'll try to pick it up a little bit. Harvey Barnes expected 0.4 per 90, goal involvement per 90, and he's getting off 4 shots per 90. So I still think I'd probably go Harvey Barnes over Jamie. Penalties are a huge thing, but just to add on to that, Michael, got 40 points this week. Triple Liverpool defense. Ouch. Hey, that's the beauty of FPL. Some weeks you'll get 20 points from a player. Next week you'll get -1 from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh man, you had triple. Did everyone get a -1? Did you get -3 from your Liverpool defenders? Oh, how has that ever happened in the history of Jurgen Klopp? Let's look that up. -2 for Van. Oh, because he got a yellow card. Whoa. So if you went triple Liverpool defense, you had -4. -4 for having triple Liverpool defense. Oh, that is rough. I'm tuning out for the next 14 days, my friend, to avoid taking any extra hits. Yeah, I might. I think I said it. Was I talking to you, Eric? Where I'm thinking about for these next like 10 days after I make this Vinagre transfer, I'm gonna have my friend change my password and not allow me to enter. Oh no, I can't do that because I don't trust him. No way do I let him have my password. Okay, never mind. I was gonna think about having him change my password so I can't get in, but I know the guy very well, and he would definitely make a transfer and sub out Trent for like, I don't know, Dunn or something. But the season's been so crazy, it might work out. How many points is game week for you? I ended up with 54 points. Oh, you're asking Sidish. Sorry. Stick with Werner. I feel Pulisic and Ziyech are coming the next game week, and Werner will score a hat trick. If Werner scores a hat trick, I will If Werner scores a hat trick, I will no question. No, I was gonna say pour a gallon of milk on my head. I'm thinking about going to get it right now. I would just make everything super messy, and I have my roommate's doing like an Etsy thing, and I don't want to get all over his stuff, mad. But I'm super tempted to do that gallon thing right now. It'd make this stream super fun. I could. What if I did it for my next transfer video? If I did it for my, I don't know. I'll think about that. I'll stream again before the deadline, and then I'll make way so I can not get her stuff milky. Maybe, I don't know. I'm super tempted to do it right now. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Pulisic and Ziyech coming definitely help out, and having Havertz slide into center attacking mid is definitely going to be helpful for Werner. But I would still like to wait on Werner and kind of just have some money in the bank in case he does well or starts doing well. Then I could bring him back. But there are so many good cheaper options right now. I might have to drop down. It's going to be interesting to see how 4.5 million forward Brewster is going to do. I agree. He scored 20-something goals in Championship last season. Was that what it was? I'll look it up right now. Brewster at 4.5, playing 4.5 million midfielder. The biggest problem, of course, is Sheffield have only scored one goal so far this season. So it was only 10 goals last season. Sorry, he scored 10 goals last season. Check. He averages 0.5 goals per 90 minutes. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how he does. At 4.5 mil, I mean, you can't find a better option than somebody starting at that price. But I agree with you, American Stock FPL. I'm super interested to see how Brewster does. He's been in my squad since game week 1. FPL graduates, we talked about it. They're another YouTube channel. We talked about having him in my squad, so I don't have to wait to transfer later. He's there right now. It'll be super interesting. I'm tempted to do it. Pulisic is a risk. I feel like he might try to do too much. That is the biggest concern with Pulisic right now is he gets injured he gets injured a lot. That's what I'll say. If he could stay healthy, no brainer 8.3. But I am concerned about his health moving forward. But he also is young. He might have just had it happen a couple of times. Like Michael Jordan got hurt his sophomore year or his sophomore season, and he hurt his foot, but he never really got injured after that. So it might just be. Did I just compare Pulisic to Michael Jordan? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. But yeah, we'll see if he's injury prone or if he stays off and is healthy. 4 to 6 weeks, Alisson is out for. I was considering going double Liverpool defense. Not anymore. That hurts. That hurts Liverpool, big time. Grealish will go up in price. Yeah, Grealish will go up 0.2 before the next game, most likely. He'll be 7.2, 7.3 before. Because the max is 0.3, right? He'll go up a lot. Jimenez and the Wolves are done for me. Big teams are looking extremely lethargic and sluggish. I'll use a transfer next week to grab Vardy, possibly. I'm going to wait on Jimenez because I still think he has I still have other holes I need to fix on my squad. But I'm going to wait till after probably the Crystal Palace match, and then I'll get rid of him. That's what I'm thinking about right now. But if I was wildcarding, I don't know. It's so tough. There's just not enough data out there right now. There's so many premium players are looking very disappointing to have because there's a lot of good. In fact, if we look at the most points scored so far this season, we're at total points. Like Salah's up there, so he's Mr. Consistent. He's the Rihanna of FPL. He'll always be at the top. But look at that. Grealish is at top. Son, James Rodriguez, Jorginho. As forwards go, you got Harry Kane, but outside Harry Kane and Vardy. But look at all those 6.4, 6.5, 5.8 playing forwards who are doing great. So the premium assets, especially on defense, look at that. Especially on as far as defenders go, the premium assets are tough right now. They're very frustrating. Barnes was unlucky not to get a goal. How frustrating was that, man? He was offsides. It wasn't even Barnes that was offsides. It was Iheanacho, right? Iheanacho was offsides on that pass. Barnes got a goal. I was super hyped. I was like 6 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, California time, whatever it was. I did wake up to watch it. I was pumped, and I was so upset. I just said, forget this, and I went back to bed. So unlucky. I still like Harvey Barnes a lot, even though he did miss that goal. some people have teams have off matches, as you can see with the Liverpool squad. Let's see. Heard Barnes got ruled out today. Need to watch highlights. Yeah, it happened in like the 93rd minute. He got ruled offside. It was again one of those where they had to get VAR to draw the line in. But I mean, dude, it was great passing back and forth, very in very tight spaces. Barnes made a great run off the ball, and just a great give and go, I should say. Phenomenal give and go. It looked phenomenal, and just for that to be ruled off was gut wrenching. Was it Vardy being offsides? It was Vardy then. Yeah, so unlucky. Shout out Nathan Bacon. Unlucky. Man. Starting my sophomore FPL season. Same here, Will. It's also my sophomore season. Or talking about next season. I'm going with a 3-back line. Attack all day with mids and forwards. Yeah. Last season I made the mistake of going with a 5 in the back. But I don't know. There are still... last season, if you would have had 5... Like, there was a formation where you had 5 at the back. And you would have had the most points, and you would have won FPL with 5 in the back. But it is so tough. There's so many goals being scored. There are very few clean sheets. And for me, it's hard to say because it's more enjoyable for me to watch an FPL match when I have a midfielder attacker than when I have a defender. I don't like cheering for clean sheets per se, but I also like scoring a lot of FPL points. So it's a bit of give and take there. I'm so ready to bail fast on DCL when he starts to slip up. Is he going to slip up though? 4 game weeks in a row he scored. I mean, last season he went 12, 13 game weeks without scoring after Corona happened. So he could slip up, but right now, man, you gotta be on that train while he's hot. Pulisic always performs whenever he plays. I agree. This dude is so dynamic with the ball, man. I'm a huge Pulisic fan. If I can get Pulisic on this channel, I'll pour 5 gallons of milk on my head. I don't know what else I would. Oh man, I love Pulisic. Triple Liverpool itself as a hit. You could have taken 3 hits for. You could have taken 3 hits. 6, that would be 10 points. Yeah, you could have taken 3 hits, and those 3 players. Ayo. You could have taken 3 hits, brought in 3 different players who got you 2 points, didn't get a return at all, and that would have still netted you a 2-point return, getting rid of those Liverpool defenders. Because they got -4, 3 transfers would be -8. That would have been a 2-point swing if you would have taken a -8 to bring in 3 defenders who didn't get a return. That's wild. Definitely don't do that idea and just stay strong avoiding FPL. But yeah, you're right. I shouldn't do that. I'm not going to change my password for my friend. I'm worried he'll be injured. I know his skills are incredible. Yeah, if Pulisic is consistently fit, you're right though. Reading your Wilbur's comment, Pulisic has been fit, but Lampard didn't want to rush him in last season. That is true. He didn't play him as much last season, but Pulisic looks dynamic, man. If he's healthy and he's given the green light and he's ready to go, baby. Hey, FPL Swan, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining my squad. I forgot to post on Twitter. I was going live, but I'm glad you joined, man. Shout out Twitter, uniting the world. Do you think it is a good idea to switch Grealish instead of Barnes? I would just hold, personally, unless you could use the fun. Oh, they're both 7 mil. I would just hold on to Harvey Barnes. If I don't know if a lateral switch to Jack Grealish is the best play. You could do it, but it's a transfer that's so early in the season that I'd rather hold on to the transfer is what I'm saying. But if you did, I'm not against it. I like Grealish a lot. I like Harvey Barnes a lot. Just for me, I wouldn't make that lateral move to do so. I have other transfers I would need to make. How about a forfeit penalty each week, like ice bucket challenge? If I don't get above the game week average, or your captain doesn't score at least, you know what? I'm in. If you could think of a penalty for me to do each week, every week I don't score above the average, I will do something. I don't know what it will be. Last week I roasted myself in my team selection video, which I honestly thought was a lot of fun. I didn't putting myself in the roasting chair like Michael Scott. I'd be down. Is there a forfeit penalty you guys would like to see me do every week if I don't get the average? I'm in for that, man. I don't know what I'll do. Pour some milk on my head. I don't know. Any comment you want to say, I'll go ahead and do it. I'm in. That sounds fun. Quick question about surfing. Are you ever afraid of sharks when they attack the waves? When attacking the waves, like a G. That's my only reservation to get out there and giving the sport a shot. Am I afraid of sharks? If I ever saw a shark, my wetsuit would be filled, and I'd be scared out of my mind. I think when you see a shark, they tell you to paddle or paddle as calm as possible, because if you start paddling really fast, then the shark likes to attack the weaker opponent. You know what I mean? So if they see you paddling super fast, they're gonna say that guy's not a good swimmer. I'm in. Am I scared of a shark? Of course I am, but I don't. I'm incredibly scared of sharks. I've been swimming with sharks though one time, and it was the most scary thing I've ever done in my life. But I think once you start going, you realize that there are hundreds of other people out there. Yeah, I don't want to say it too much. I don't want to jinx anything, but it is definitely there, and it's something I think about. But I don't really think about it too much. I live in California. Southern California, the sharks, if there are sharks, they're more, what's the word, juvenile. So they're not really, they don't attack all that often. You know what I mean? But if I was to go to like Australia or South Africa, I'd be scared out of my mind. Which I definitely want to go to South Africa and catch some waves. But that's my biggest thing. I'm on a wild card trying to catch price rises, hoping if you have a double price rise. We talked about that earlier. A few that I would say will double that will get 0.2 in price rise would probably be Jack Grealish. Who else did we say? Son maybe. Ollie Watkins might, because he had a huge week. Actually, let's go back to that. I agree. If you can make some points before even and not even have to play him, that'd be ideal. Let's see. Transfer in round. Chilwell could go up twice because he just started his first week and everyone loves Chilwell. James could potentially do that. DCL is consistently going up. Maybe even Wilson. Callum Wilson. He could go up twice. Brewster could go up. There are a few options for you to pick, FPL Swan. You could gain quite a few points and not even have to put the player in your squad. I would recommend people to have at least Kane, Son, maybe even Bale. Son probably first option. Son for me is the first option. He's the cheapest. He's just as electric as everyone else. It's just hard for me to squeeze him into my squad. I don't know exactly where I put him in, but Son, yeah, if I could find a way to bring him in. I'm sorry for ever leaving you. I listened to some Drake and I want you back, my friend. Please come back to me, Son. I got to find a way to get him back into my squad. And I think it's going to have to be dropping Werner. Who is the best striker under 6.5 mil? Antonio. Antonio is the best striker under 6.5 mil, in my opinion. Mopé scoring the most. He is on penalties, so that is something to be looked at. Wilson got a hattie. Bamford, personally, I would say Antonio at 6.3 is the best striker. Oh, bro, watch this. Hey, thanks for coming, Will. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being active. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I agree with Michael. I would say Antonio. But the fixtures are poor. Come game week 8, he is no question, best 6.5 or lower forward, in my opinion. Waking up for FPL and Cali. Oh, dude. I used to not have to wake up early in the morning because DirecTV had all the matches. And so I would just record it, and I'd go out and have fun, go to the beach on Saturday morning, and I would come back, and for like the next few hours, I would quickly watch the matches because I could just record it. But because of Peacock, I can't record it anymore, so I have to watch it live, or I can't watch it until like 6 o'clock at night. So if there's a good match on, like this week, Chelsea Crystal Palace, like next week I'm going to have to wake up at 4:30 to watch Everton Liverpool match. The only good news is after the match, it'll end at like 6 o'clock, and then I can go to the beach, go surfing. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But also going to bed, if it wasn't for quarantine, going to bed early on a Friday night would just grind my gears. But, quarantine hits. But yeah, waking up at 4:30 in the morning to watch a match is... You need coffee because you're going to fall... terrible. It's the worst. Peacock, I would like to record FPL channels, please, if you can. Is there such a thing as good and bad fixtures anymore? I don't know, man. That's a great question. I would have said that Aston Villa was a terrible matchup against Liverpool this week. Opposite. West Ham, I would have said was a terrible matchup for Leicester. I would say Wolves were a great fixture for Fulham. And I would say Spurs. I wouldn't. I would be scared. I would say we're a great option going against United. Um, Leeds. I would say it would be a tough one against City, or City would be a great one against Leeds. Who knows? You're right. Almost ignore. I would just ignore fixtures at this point. Get who's playing well. It's such a wild season. Just get whoever's playing well. Contemplating 4 at the back, wing back heavy. Yeah, I might go. Laz, hey, you made it, man. Welcome. Shout out Malaysia one time, right? That's where you're from, Laz. Laz, I forgot. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for showing up to the stream. Yeah, 4 at the back might be the way to go. Just a bunch of wing backs, save some money going forward for your attacking mids. I don't know. That is a good thought. I went 4 this week, but obviously got switched to Saka. Dye my hair white. You like to see my hair white? I feel like I would look so old, man. Dyeing my hair white would be, yeah, why not? I could do that. Don't punish yourself. Don't punish yourself. But a minute freestyle over Sigby would be absolutely hilarious if you had to rap about FPL or your game week. If I had to rap about FPL, would it have to be a freestyle, or can I like write it down and do like a Andy Samberg type thing? You know what I mean? I might do that. I don't know if that'd be hilarious. I feel like it'd be super embarrassing, but let's just have some fun, man. Great to catch you talking to me. That's hilarious. Laz showed up to the stream. This is your first time on the stream, right? Because the time has been off, and as soon as you would jump onto the stream, I'm talking about sharks and surfing. Yeah. If you're new to my stream, I'm almost tempted to change. I know I'm an FPL channel, but I've been contemplating lately doing like FPL and things, because there's so many other things to talk about than FPL, and I know the purpose of my channel is to make people smile and make people happy. And with these first 4 game weeks, it's so rough, and sometimes it's just a good thing to not talk about FPL for a while. So if hip hop's the way to go, if surfing is the way to go, if Rihanna's always always the way to go. But if that's what I gotta do, man, let's just enjoy life. Life is beautiful. Life is short. Let's enjoy it. And I don't want to talk about sharks too much, but I mean, we can talk about anything. If you would use your wildcard right now, camera went off. If I could use my wildcard right now, who would be your opinion the best 3 to 4 defenders? Off the top of my brain, Castagna, Chilwell. Castagna, Chilwell, Lamptey, and I'm hesitant to put any Liverpool defenders on there right now, but just to stay safe, I'll say Robbo. So Robbo, Lamptey, Chilwell, and Castagna. Those would be my top 4 off the top of my brain. Let's see. Son, Kane, Watkins, Grealish, Chilwell, Rodriguez, and DCLN. Love them all. Love them all. Watkins, I would just give a little bit more time to wait on. Personally, I want to see what he could do in when he's not playing the Champions. It sounds crazy to me, but I would just wait just a little bit longer. But as for the forfeit ideas, the week before, pick one. Then, yeah, maybe on my video I'll post like either my videos. I guess I'll just ask every week on my streams and my videos for something to do, and the next time I'll have like a list. I'll have to do it. Right now it's looking like dyeing my hair white or freestyling, and I don't know if I could dust off the mic, man. Wax a leg, that'd be fun. Let's see. Actually, hold on, I'll go back. I had DCL week 1, Rodriguez week 2. I love me some James Rodriguez, man. James Rodriguez is so underrated, it's criminal. He should not be 7.8 right now. He'd be worth it a lot more. Definitely like the Werner to Son and Antonio. Yeah, Werner to Son is where I would think about going. Antonio's a great shout. Agreed. I love Son, and Antonio looks great, man. Antonio looks good. Wax a leg, eat a Scotch bonnet. What's a Scotch bonnet? I have to look that up. Wear a dress. So wearing a dress for my transfer video would be hilarious. Yeah, that'd be funny, man. I don't know if you guys would want to see that, but I got to do what the people want for the people. Shout out Common one time. Wax a leg. Waxing a leg would be funny because I have some really hairy legs. I once waxed my chest. On a side note, I once waxed my chest, and I was bleeding for like 2 days. And you ever see the 40-year-old virgin where he waxes his chest? Yeah, it's a lot like that, dude. It hurts so bad waxing a chest. Yeah, I told myself I would never do it again unless I was dared, and here I am being dared to do it again. Nigeria. Hey, you're from Nigeria? Yes. Oh, Bawani laws. I gotta talk about Nigeria now. How awesome is that? I'll go to that in a second. I had a comment for. I'm looking to get rid of Wilson. Not liking most of Newcastle's fixtures. He served me well this week though. If you're getting rid of Wilson right now, I mean, he's going to go up in price. So you have some time to wait to get rid of him. But there's some good names out there at the same price bracket. Wilson did do well this week. I'll give you that. And he's on penalties too, right? It might even be a hold. Yeah, Nigeria. Can I just say, going back to Nigeria, two things. One, you guys have the best uniform in the world that I've ever in the history of uniforms. Nigeria's national team last World Cup had the best uniforms, period. Without a shadow of a doubt, they had the best uniforms. I need one of those uniforms. The second thing is, jollof rice is a top 5 food in the world, and there's nothing that anyone could say that'll change my mind. If anyone has had jollof rice before, you can agree, dude. I love some jollof rice. My best friend that I was living in London, he lived in Brixton. Shout out Brick City one time. His mom was Nigerian. I think he was born in Nigeria too. But she made jollof rice for me all the time. Oh, love it, man. I'm not so big on the fufu but I love the peanut stew. But yeah, jollof rice is the way to go. Shout out Nigeria one time. Do a rap beat of Rihanna and Alex Morgan. Yeah, I could do a lot of bars on Rihanna for sure. Alex Morgan, man. Maybe I'll just do I'll have to shout out like Rihanna, Alex Morgan, Emma Watson. Who else have I mentioned on the stream? I think I mentioned Vanessa Hudgens. Yeah. Who else have I mentioned on the stream? Yeah, man, that'd be funny if I did that. As a Liverpool fan, DCL scares me more than Shorty. I just hit my head on the wall. Oh, man. Not owning DCL, yeah, you're right. I am more scared of not owning DCL on the weekends than Sharks when I go surfing. I got stung by a stingray the other day, by the way. Side note. Yeah, man. That's hilarious. I like Digne. Digne is good. Digne is solid. I mean, Everton are firing right now. Digne is consistently... Oh, yeah, I have shouted out Margot Robbie as well. And I will consistently shout out Margot Robbie every time I mention Matt Ryan. Let's see. Every time I mention Matt Ryan, Margot Robbie's getting a shout out. Digne looks good. I'll let you pen the raps 8 Mile style for the challenge. Yeah. Can I get like a laugh track kind of thing? So whenever I make a good line in the crowd, oh, you know what I mean? Everybody from the 3-on-3 kind of thing. I'll pass on the dress for this channel, but there are outlets. Yeah, I could freestyle. I mean, that'd be super embarrassing, but I'd make a little. Would I put that at the end of the video, like at the outro, after the end of my video? I can make like a little like quick 1-minute rap video. That'd be funny, I guess. I hope I get above the average now. Oh my days. Nigeria do have some really good attackers too, man. I agree. Nigeria have some ballers, man. Actually, can I do that real quick? You guys care? Nigeria. I want to look at their 23-man roster. Let's look what they have. Pull this up real quick. Yeah, I mean, going through it real quick. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm trying to go through their squad. Yeah, I forgot about Ndidi. Center defensive mids in the world. Ndidi is phenomenal. Musa's good. Let's see, Moses Simon. Yeah, Moses Simon. He's the guy in La Liga, right? Yeah, dude. It's Chuck Woozy. And I hope I said that name right too. Chuck Woozy. Every time that Barcelona play him, I get nervous, man. That dude can play. I think he deserves to get upgraded because he's on Villarreal, right? Is that what it has? Is that what it says? Whoever team he is, he deserves to be on a better team. That guy is phenomenal, man. Big fan. Let's see. I think I might have to wrap up here pretty soon. Any other questions you want? Ian Nacho. Oh, yeah. Ian Nacho's Nigerian, too. Ian Nacho, Ndidi, Chukwueze, and, oh, man. How'd they do in the AFCON? Victor Moses. Big fan of Victor Moses. Big fan of Victor Moses. My one of my best friends is a huge Chelsea supporter, and he loves some Victor Moses, man. The problem with Antonio for me is that he could possibly end on the bench if he doesn't score 2 in a row, since Haller is also good and scored once from the bench. I don't know if Antonio gets benched at this point. In my opinion, D production, I don't see him. I think Antonio's been quality for what, like, since the end. Well, he was good last season, but after COVID hit, he was phenomenal, obviously. And then now that the season's happened, he's still scoring. He still looks great. I don't know if he's much of a rotation risk. Even if he doesn't score for Lar up there with Antonio. Actually, no, when Haller was playing, they had Antonio on the wing, huh? Had him as a left wing. I'd have to look more into that. But I don't know. I'm not too worried about Antonio not playing. This dude can play, man. He is phenomenal. But yeah, I think this will about wrap up my stream. If you have any other questions, hit me up real quick before I wrap it up. Do I have to pick up my brother right now? Oh, never mind. Yeah, any last questions before we head out? If you come up with any ideas for me to do if I don't beat the game week average next game week, let me know. Throw it in the comments below. Throw it in the comments for my next video. And yeah, I guess I'll just do that. The Don or Dare. Is that what I'll call it? The Don or Dare? Every time I don't get the game week average, I'll have to do something like pour milk on my head, dye my hair white. As long as it's not, as long as it's not wild, I'll do it. Eric Castillo, thanks for showing up a lot, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Michael, also thanks for showing up, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks to everyone who showed up. You guys have been phenomenal in this chat. You guys, every time I'm like, man, I'll only go like 45 minutes on this stream, and you guys just make it so fun to do. I just keep going, man. You guys are awesome. Love to talk about it. Thanks for everyone showing up. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, American Talk FPL. Thanks, D Production. Appreciate all you guys. Check out American Talk FPL. Appreciate everyone showing up. Have a great 2 weeks. I think I'll see you. I don't think I'll post any video this week because it's international break, but I'll post it out. Las Bella, man, you've been super supportive since day one, man. I appreciate you. Oh, I think my stream. Oh, camera went out again. Camera went out. As I was doing my outro. No, you got to restart my outro. Las Bella, thanks for showing up, man. I'm glad that you could join the stream now. You've been super supportive since day one. Everyone's been so supportive. Appreciate all y'all. Have a great 2 weeks off. Do something to make someone laugh today, man. Life's beautiful. And yeah, make someone laugh today. And enjoy your 2 weeks off from Twitter and try not to, or from Twitter, enjoy your 2 weeks off from FPL and try not to take a bunch of -8s like I probably will. Anyway, enjoy your day. Don out, man.